Okay guys, this is another stream test. My phone has a good connection, so I'm not sure. People said it was laggy and cutting in and out. That could be the software, or it may be, I don't know, something else going on. I'm sure there's other applications that will stream to YouTube, so I'll look into that. You know, it could be that this is a beta version of the software, I'm not sure. In any case, this building used to be a sanitarium, the Enos Sanitarium, I believe. I'd love to go inside the building. I think it has offices and apartments now. And anyways, you can go in the building if you take a ghost tour. I've considered taking a ghost tour, although the tickets aren't cheap. They're like 35 bucks, but they allow you to go into some buildings that you cannot otherwise go to. So this building too has a part of the Underground Railroad, some tunnels and hiding places underneath. Just so you know, I don't literally think there's a railroad underneath. I always hear people talk that seem to be kind of misguided about what the Underground Railroad is. And just in case you don't know, it's a network of hiding places. They just call it a railroad. It's not literally a railroad. A network of hiding places under buildings, sometimes tunnels, sometimes false rooms in the upstairs of a building. But it was basically a path along which, slaves could follow and find refuge and places to hide on their way north. Most of you probably know that, but I'm just gonna mention that. Just gonna mention that for people who aren't aware of what the Underground Railroad actually is. And in case you didn't hear me before, again, this is the Enos Sanitarium. At some point, I'm gonna try to get this streaming stuff down and working better, and find the best application to use so that I can hopefully get a full battery and then let you guys explore with me in buildings so people can kind of see uncut and raw what it is I'm doing. And maybe see some of my street views in North St. Louis. This building over here is an old YMCA or YWCA. I don't know if you could see on the sign, but this building was established in 1918 or built, and I believe it originally was a Young Women's Christian Association, and it's still here. I live in an old historic river town, not far from St. Louis. And anyways, there's a lot of old buildings. There's a lot of them that are gone. Supposedly, if you look up information on Alton, it's supposedly one of the most haunted towns in the United States. Certainly there's a bunch of interesting stories that lead to reasons that people believe that it is haunted. There's brick underneath all the streets here. If anybody would, let me know. I know this broadcasts my screen and anything I do, so I got to be a little careful about that. But I'm not sure when I turn my screen brightness up and down if it also affects the video. I'm real curious about that. A lot of these places, Broadway's the street lower than this. A lot of these places actually had more buildings. I've seen photographs at the town in the History Museum, Dalton History Museum, and in the photographs I've seen, there's a lot of places where there was no gaps in between buildings. It was building next to building next to building. There's a lot of buildings that have been raised and are missing. A lot of fantastic buildings with big columns out front, old banks, really cool stuff. Stuff is disappearing around here too. I want to show you this sign up here. This is an old insurance company, Miller's Mutual. I don't see the arms on the windmill anymore. Maybe it got knocked off in a storm, but I'll keep walking and see if sorry if my camera works not great. I'm trying to use the phone. It's not real easy to zoom. I'm not sure when that Miller's Mutual building opened, but it's fairly old, and I'm sure you could find the information out by looking online. For those of you that just joined me, this is my hometown. This is where I live at. I live, about 20-something minutes from St. Louis in a fairly historic river town. Lewis and Clark actually started their journey out west, right a few miles from here. So the area was populated by Native Americans, and it's pretty old. Let me know if the screen just went dim, because my battery's running low, and if so, maybe I'll end the video. If somebody wants to type, I think there's a way to type in a chat box, or maybe if you put a comment, it'll tell me if the screen is like completely dimmed out. Anyways, I'm kind of doing this as a test. I'll repeat again. This is City Hall. This used to be the old police station. There's an old jail in there. In any case, this is kind of a test because I want to show you guys the streets of North St. Louis when I'm traveling to make videos, and also maybe show you some live exploration. That is the Stratford Inn. That's an old hotel. Parts of the building may still be in use, but I don't think the hotel's open anymore. I think they might use some of the rooms in it still. Sorry if the picture went away. Again, that's the Stratford Inn. I've got to get this figured out, this streaming thing, and I'll have to do some more tests at home. So, because like I said, I want to find a way to kind of strap the camera with me, so turn this on, so that way if I'm in a building and I have signal, the stream may cut in and out a little bit if I come in and out of signal, but I want you guys to be able to watch with me. I'd love to get into this Stratford Inn building. There's an old appliance down there. I need to get Patreon set up all the way. I am on it though, but I'd like to make a video explaining my mission and also